It's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Oilers.
Oh, I ain't put the all blues on.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep for Julio. And the defense has it covered. It's
that ain't how to start it. That's not how you started, buddy.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It didn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. 2nd year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy. I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
What? Not now, Herman. Yes.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to air one out. Touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards.
Yes.
And the Oilers have struck first in this NFC title game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on that very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 21 yards away.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
I care about no Jack Conklin.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
That's not good. I mean, Brian Burns about to have a field day over there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners,
get out there, D.
I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Come on, baby.
It'll be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Wide open, bro. Wide open.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive.
What? I didn't press nothing.
Here we go.
Here's second and a yard.
Hey, check Reagan.
It's Eckler again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Shot, 17.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over first and 10.
Just keep it rocking. Yo, hit that like button.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get
Touchdown, Houston.
They'll figure it out.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Let's go.
And
hit that like button,
stop
please.
sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
What are you coming out at? Single back, wing slot.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
Think wet.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And it worked forward for about 4 as they get him down at the 29-yard line.
You don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. pressure comes, and down he goes. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Bro, pick that off.
They're going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
You got to hold your block, bro. We going to the crib after that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He's going to try and take off with it.
Touchdown, Houston.
Let's go.
A big play there. 62 yards.
And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Give me that pick.
Too far in front, he couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws, Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Brian
Thank you, Eli.
buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Looking to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk.
Oh, wow.
What
a
catch. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example
That's
where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Ready. Check pick.
Here we go on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, he ain't learned. He ain't learned, Coach.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And got his man. It's caught.
He ain't learned, Coach.
Houston. Deebo Samuel, 39 yards. And the Oilers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Only able to gain a couple there, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Wide open. Field black. Ball red. White.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now a second timeout called for by the
Clamp?
defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken at the 37. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out.
Let's go.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Rains and pours.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports.
Yeah, man, it
halftime
pretty much
report.
is.
Take it away, Coach.
Guess time to salt that clock away now.
Welcome back. Halftime over.
And
We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
It's an inside joke, man.
The Hallis Trophy still
I know,
hangs in
man.
the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Ready, break.
Oh, everybody just on fire now? Like, what's going on here?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, what a move. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Running lanes run a premium in the
Why would I
first
tell
half.
him that?
He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, man, I'm just here to play the game. That's it.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
We can just cruise to the end now.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Come back team.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Oh, you kidding me?
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
I thought you did that with the analog. What you mean?
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that holding call just...
It's not my night.
No, you didn't.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes
no, you did. Knock it off.
Hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hold on to the ball.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
All right, we need a first
down.
down.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Yeah, I figured that out when you said baby girl.
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's
that was
intercepted.
so stupid of me.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Follow.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
I meant to throw a high
Pretty much
pass.
Everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll run here with Pierce. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much
#1
of
defensive
anything
league
in
for
the
a
run
reason.
game. Case in point right there.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his
#1 defense for a reason.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late.
Oh, man. What was the pick
So
for?
1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there.
I'm
And
kind
I,
of disappointed,
bro.
bro.
Want to be the kicker, has to run over
Not
to his
even
head
gonna lie
coach
to you.
and explain that one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing
Kind
the
of
clock
disappointed,
game.
brother.
Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion.
All right, come on, let's go back to the basics.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the
Nice.
ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
What was that? Okay.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ultra.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Packers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. He's got a man. Complete.
Don't worry.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
You know that.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
He knows that.
After that last run, they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to.
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Come on, let's go, baby.
The Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Legal block in the back. What is you doing, fat man?
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
19 Tiger.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 52 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Right back to him on 1st down. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he goes out right around the 39.
I didn't get the first.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Half to 60. 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Running game working.
Hey, look at that.
First down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's not what you want to do. It really isn't.
They'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big game.
Come on, turn around. Get it.
The Packers pick it up.
No, we still there.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They'll come out throwing here on first
Come on, man. You see me right there.
You
see me right there.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
I'm telling you, get that fan out your eyes, bro.
27-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready, set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
That's game. Super Bowl next.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
Hey, man. What you want me to say, man? What you want me to say? Yeah, I ain't trying to get nobody hurt for the Super Bowl. Nah, I ain't trying to get nobody hurt. Like, man, I was trying to run the clock out in the second half. Like, I ain't want to, you know, it was over. I threw that pick. I'm like, nah. Yeah, I did want to see the stuff, but what's up, opponent? Nah, yeah, but I got to clear up some space, man. You got to give me a little bit, like maybe just a half hour. I ain't going nowhere. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, he just came in. Yeah, that second quarter got dark for him. You going to the what? Saints? Yeah. That's why I came to Houston, man. I didn't, wasn't coming to your division, but I gotta delete something. All right, that'll give me time. But you ain't gonna see that from me. I don't know about him. That was crazy. Let's see. Player stats. Nick Bosa was wilding. He kept trying to test my user. I'm like, what the? Yeah, I'm like, bro, I think it's probably the man play he was playing. He playing man, 2-man is an automatic press. Yeah. Nah, he's playing cover 2. I mean, no, he's playing cover man, but two safeties back. Yeah, I don't know what he was throwing up for that. Well, we got AJ over there. Nick Bosa, 4 sacks. Brian Burns, thank you, Eli. 3 sacks. Oh, no, I said that wrong. That's tackles for loss. I threw that pick to him. I'm like, I meant to throw a high pass, man. I threw it low. Word! That was crazy.